morning. My name is Elan and I'm one of the instructors here at the Y. And today I'll be leading you through a power flow, relatively short, under 30 minutes. If there's anything that you would like to adapt for yourself, know that this is your practice and that anything that doesn't feel appropriate for you, feel free to take another option or invent or substitute your own. So with that said, bring it to the top of your mat. The feet firmly grounded, grounding in through all four corners, the shoulders down and back. An external rotation of the arms so the palms shine forward. Take a few moments to tune in with the breath. Without any manipulation, just noticing where it is today. Likely with the awareness of the breath, it'll begin to smooth and lengthen. And for the next few breaths, allow that exhale to draw out a little bit. A little longer than the inhale, a little longer than feels natural. Emptying everything negative out. Concerns of the day, concerns the past few weeks, the coming weeks. And allow each inhale to bring something fresh, unsullied. Then return to your natural rhythm. Begin to invite a little movement into the body, rolling the shoulders, doesn't matter which direction, we'll hit them both. Aim for a nice big range of motion, working out the tightness in the shoulders and the neck. Reverse whichever direction you chose. You come to settle in the center. Interlace the fingers, reaching them out, the palms towards you, and sink back into it. So you can feel the shoulder blades spread, scooping under the tailbone. And you have a little bit of a roundness to the back. Relax the neck. That next inhale, bring the arms up, framing the ears, reach through the knuckles, finding length along the sides of the body. With that next inhale, invite a little bit more of a back bend, taking the heart and the gaze up. Bring it back to center. We reach on the inhale. And the exhale, a little tipping over to the right. That next inhale, up, exhaling to rotate, twisting to the left, taking the hands to the hip. A couple of breaths right there. That next inhale, bring it back to center, reaching those arms back up. Exhaling to the left. Next inhale, bring it through center, exhaling to rotate to the right. The inhale back, reaching up. Nice little back bend and upward salute. Then the exhale, take it into your forward fold. There can be a bend in the knees if you like. Allow this to feel comfortable. Relax the shoulders and the neck. Let the upper body just feel heavy for a moment. So gravity can begin to lengthen in the posterior chain. If you want to just bend one knee and then the other, inviting movement into the lower body. You're right ahead. Come to settle with the heels down, maybe that bend in the knees, enough to where you can plant the hands and step the right foot back and then the left into plank. And your plank could be with knees down, knees up. It could even be a forearm plank, but think about pressing that earth away, the wrist underneath the shoulders and the hips in line with the rest of the spine. Just a few breaths right here. With the next exhale, keeping the arms close, elbows traveling back. Lower all the way down to the belly. Release the toes. And that next inhale, begin to peel the chest and shoulders off the mat, taking the gaze straight ahead. Not a lot of weight, if any, in the hands. If that feels okay, you can take it to an up dog, or maybe even lift the thighs. Cobra with the knees lower. Couple of breaths into that nice open heart space. Then use the next exhale to find your down dog. Fingers spread wide, hands press out and away. Shoulders strong. And for this first down dog, go ahead and walk it. Pedaling the heels like you did in that forward fold. Come to settle with both heels pressing down, lifting the hips just a little bit higher. And with that next inhale, opening a pair of scissors, take the right leg up, the toes point down, the hip is closed. And then next exhale, bring the right foot forward, top of the mat. You can take that back knee down. See what that feels like in the hip first. And then you can tiptoe the fingertips back, lifting the right toes, a little bit of a fold, half splits. And bring the hands back forward as you plant the foot, inhaling the arms up into low lunge. Length along both sides of the body. Your next exhale, opening the arms up, taking the torso to the left. It's kind of like a warrior two at kneeling. The next inhale, the right arm up and back. The left can come to rest on the back of the thigh. A kneeling reverse warrior. And the exhale, both fingertips down to the mat. You can tuck the back toes under. From here you have a choice of going straight to down dog, or you can take it to your plank. Exhale through chaturanga. The inhale to the back bend of choice. And ultimately we all come to meet in our down dog. Biceps framing ears, hips high. Down dog is a resting position, so is child's pose. They're always available. And with that next inhale, take the left leg up, opening a pair of scissors. Exhale, that foot to the top of the mat, the back knee down, releasing those back toes. See what it feels like here. Begin to tiptoe the fingertips back as you extend that left leg. The toes might come up. A little fold with your half splits, getting into the hamstring, the glute. And walk the hands back forward as you plant that left foot, inhaling the arms forward and up into your low lunge, Anjaneyasana. If you think about the thighs squeezing towards the midline of the body, the center of your mat will create a little extra balance, especially as you open the arms. Turning the torso to the right, relax the shoulders, extend through the fingertips. Reverse that. And know that your sense of balance changes with the change in your gaze. The exhale, the fingertips down to the mat. Same option, you could go straight to down dog, or you can take that little flow of plank through chaturanga. Inhaling to the back bend that feels right. And we all come to meet in our down dog. Biceps framing ears. Heels pressing towards the earth, though they may not touch. With a little softness to the knees, you can step or hop to the front of the mat. Using an inhale to find half lift, reaching through the crown of the head. Exhale to go a little deeper into that forward fold. Little bend to the knees. And to rise with a reverse swan dive, reaching through fingertips, leading with the heart to standing back bend. And the exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, reach it all the way out, nice big sweep. Exhale into your forward fold. Half lift with the inhale. Sinking with the exhale. Little bend to the knees. Step or hop, down dog or flow. Your choice. With that next inhale, the right leg raises, this time bending the knee and opening the hip. An even press into the hands will help to keep the shoulders squared and strong. Exhale that right foot forward, top of the mat. Plant the back foot about 45 degrees. With the inhale, raise the arms forward and up. Build your warrior one from the ground up. Ground in through all four corners, including that back outer edge of the left foot. It's where the shoulders, the hips are going to follow. Open to your warrior two. Reaching through the fingertips, shoulders relaxed. The hips open. You can reverse that. Finding a little lateral bend with a henna twist into back bend. Now with the exhale, that right forearm can either come to the thighs, you extend the left arm up, or maybe you bring the hand all the way down to the floor to a block if you have one available. Books work too. And the gaze can be down, forward, or up. With that top arm and strong core, bring it all the way up into your warrior two. Know that you're helping to hone your balance in the transitions. Fix the gaze of that right middle finger. With the exhale, cartwheel the fingertips down to the mat as that back heel lifts. And you have the choice of down dog or flow as a transition. Moving with your breath. And making the choice that's right for you. The next inhale, raise that left leg up, bending the knee, opening the hip. With an exhale, bring that left foot to the top of the mat, planting the back foot, rising to your warrior one. Length along the sides of the body, Grounding in fully into the feet, squaring the shoulders, hips follow. Then exhale, open to your warrior two. Reverse your warrior. So you can explore the space along that left side of the body. Then with the exhale, be the forearm to the thigh, hand to the floor to block, or something like a block. And you can decide whether you want to take that gaze down, forward, or up. Use that top arm and a strong core, bringing you back into warrior three, warrior two. And with an exhale, cartwheel the fingertips down, back heel lifts, runner's lunge. Your choice of flow or down dog. So ultimately, we all come to meet in that same place, that resting position of down dog. The heart pressing back towards the shins. Shoulders strong, grounding in through finger pads to alleviate the pressure on the wrists. Just a few more breaths right here. Soften the knees, step or hop to forward fold, top of the mat. Half lift with the inhale, sinking back into that fold on the exhale. With the next inhale, bring it all the way up, reaching through fingertips, rising into standing back bend. And the exhale into Anjali Mudra, or hands to heart. So some of that's going to stay the same. We'll also add some stuff. Still keeping with movement, moving with the breath, and make adjustments as needed. The inhale, nice big sweep. Exhale into your forward fold, hinging at the hips. Half lift with the inhale. Sinking with the exhale, soften the knees, plant the hands, step or hop, down dog or plank. Exhaling through chaturanga if you chose that option. Find your back bend on the inhale. And we meet in our down dog, hips high. With that next inhale, take the right leg up, bend the knee, open the hip. You can stay right there. Or if you want to flip, and that's part of your practice, you can, taking that lifted foot behind you, planting heart to the sky. Exhale, flip it back if you did choose that option. And then bring that right foot forward, top of the mat, plant the back foot. Rise into your warrior one. Warrior two. And reverse it. Feels good. Exhaling into extended side angle. And if you want to take the option of binding, you can. That left shoulder presses back if you do, so you're not just collapsing in there. If you took the bind, release. Top arm, strong core brings you back into warrior two. Straighten that front knee. Reach out from the waist and exhale to tip over into your triangle. The right hip presses forward, left hip presses back. And again, that gaze could be down, forward, or up. With the exhale, bring that left hand down. Bend the front knee, lift the back heel. You're in your runner's lunge. Your choice, flow or not. Moving with your breath. I'm going to make those fingers spread wide, hands pressing out and away. And with that next inhale, raise the left leg up, bent knee, open hip. If you like, you can flip. And if you flip it back. Bring that left foot forward. Right foot plants. Warrior one. Exhale to your warrior two. Use an inhale to reverse. Your extended side angle, whichever version you choose. Option to bind. If you bound, release. Top arm, strong core, bringing you to warrior two. Straighten that front knee. Reach out from the waist. Exhale to tip it over into your triangle. Finding length along both sides of the body that reach through the arms and the crown of the head. And you can play with the gaze. Then exhale that right hand down as you bend the front knee, back heel lifts, flow or not. We all meet in our down dog. Shoulders strong. A chance to reconnect with the breath. Soften the knees, step or hop to forward fold, top of the mat. Half lift with an inhale. Sinking with an exhale. Soften the knees, nice reverse swan dive, bring you all the way up into standing back bend. Exhale, hands to heart, bending the knees, taking the bottom back straight into your chair. Weights in the heels, you can wiggle the toes. Zip it up from the tailbone to the navel to engage the pelvic floor and the abs. You might feel the quads begin to fire. Maybe you sink it a little lower. Now you could stay right here, but some of you I know are just itching to twist. So with the exhale, you can take it to the right. Making sure that one knee doesn't pop out in front of the others. There's a tendency to happen. Maintaining the positioning of the lower body. Unwind. Exhaling to twist to the left. With that inhale, bring it to center, extending the legs, reach it all the way back into that standing back because, oh, that feels good. Exhale, dive it down into your forward fold. Bend to the knees, softening. And heel toe it out. Toes are out a little bit more than the heels are in. Drop the bottom. Find your malasana. Hands can be at heart. You can use the elbows to create a little leverage to open those hips. Make it dynamic. You don't have to sit still. Heels could be lifted. They could be on a blanket. even sit on a block here. And you can stay right here. No reason to move. Or if crow is part of your practice, you can try an arm balance. Fingers spread wide. Think about your positioning in your chaturangas or your push-ups. So begin squeezing the knees into the triceps. Again, shifting weight as you bend the elbows. And you might try bringing one foot up, then the other. Or maybe bring them both. You can also place a block underneath where your head would be in case you take a little nosedive or a blanket. You can play with this as much as you want. Last seconds here. Or come out whenever you need to. Really fancy move here. Flop on your back, extend the legs, find your Dandasana. Readjust your clothing. Shoulders down, back, retracted, flex the feet, press out through the heels, peel those toes back towards you. So the legs are active, even though it doesn't look like you're doing anything at all. Inhale, radiate through those fingertips, finding length. Exhale into forward fold. And use the breath to take you a little deeper. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, sink. Last seconds here. Release the feet or the shins as you begin to tiptoe those fingertips back, coming out. Hands behind the hips, fingers spread wide. And press to lift the heart up. Keep that flex in the feet. Little modified fish, those shoulder blades squeeze. Then if you want to make that a reverse plank, pressing into the heels, lifting hips up, you can. With an exhale, begin to lower yourself back down, bringing everything back to center. And to bend the knees. Toes are still down. Lean back until you can feel those abs engage, shoulders down and back. Maybe you take a boat. You hold on back thighs, fingertips down. They can be extended, legs can be extended, wherever you like your boat, provided you like a boat. Last seconds. Smile. That's the thing with last seconds. I know how many seconds there are, you do not. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll it all the way back. Bring those knees in. Rock it side to side. Change the direction of my mat so you're not looking straight at my butt. It's not the best view. Work those heels up close to the bottom. Feet about hip width apart. Shoulders tucked under. You can reach towards the heels, whether you touch them or not is not the point. Then with the inhale, press into the feet. Lift the hips up into your bridge, shifting the weight into the shoulders, not the neck. Take care that the knees don't begin to splay. Last seconds. The exhale, lower nice and slow, imprinting each vertebra into that mat. Release the shoulders. arms out, knees bent. Almost like you're trying to give yourself a little hand of applause. The inhale, raise that left arm up. Allow the gaze to follow the fingertips. Stopping wherever you feel an edge. As you exhale, soften into the twist. The gaze could be in the direction of the bent knees for less of a twist. Away from the knees for more of one. Bring those knees back to center. Exhale, roll over to the other side. It's okay if you roll off your mat. You can readjust if you want to. Use the inhale to raise that right arm up and over. Stopping wherever there is an edge. Softening with the exhale. The inhale, bring the knees back to center. Readjust so you feel like all is right with the world and you're in the proper spot on your mat. You can bend the knees, reach for the outer edges of the feet. Drawing the knees in towards the armpits. Sole of the feet to the sky. You don't feel like you need to just be still here. It's a happy baby. I've never seen a happy baby be still. Explore what that feels like. Explore your body. You can stay here in happy baby. If there's something else that you need before Shavasana, feel free to give yourself that. Otherwise, you can release the feet. Begin to make your Shavasana nest. You have lots of options here. You might want to stay with bent knees. That's typically my preference. Or maybe the feet go to the bottom corners of the mat, relaxing the legs, allowing those toes to fall out. Palms up, receptive gesture. Or you might lie on your side, or use some props for comfort. Close the eyes, reconnect with the breath. Notice how the breath moves along the back of the body, enhancing the sensations of your body against the mat, against the ground. Notice the sensations along the front of the body. body, deepening that breath. Little movements in the fingers, the toes that get larger in whatever way makes sense. There's no right or wrong here. Ultimately, you can shift the hips to one side as you roll to the other. It's a transition to your seated. There's no rush. In my classes, I tend to end with 3 deep breaths and affirmations. I do encourage you to breathe. But you can join me. You can shut your video off or just sit. You are skillful. You are resilient. And through it all, know that you are enough. Namaste. See you next time.